I done made sacrifices. So many sacrifices. Straight up. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. Fuck it, I sacrificed it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to part 2 of my plant-based athlete transformation. Let me get right into it. Going to make this video a little bit shorter than last week. Needed a good introduction, just to let you guys know what was going on in my life, so you can understand my circumstances a little bit. So first thing I noticed, I'm 1 week in, and after 3 days of being plant-based, I noticed that everything I was eating was causing my stomach to be worse than it has ever been. Last week I discussed I've had digestion issues, ugly digestion issues for the past 4 years, 4 or 5 years now, and so the first 3 days I was eating a tons of processed foods just because they were vegan. I didn't know what else to eat, just because of my lack of knowledge in how to make a cold turkey transition. So I looked at all the foods I was eating. They all contained gluten. For the longest time I thought I had a dairy allergy, but I hadn't eaten dairy for 3 or 4 days at that point. And it turned out I have some form of gluten allergy. Not saying I have celiac disease for all you Google doctors out there, but I do have some form of allergy, and since I've cut gluten out in the past 4 or 5 days or so, I have felt great, and my digestion issues are starting to subside a little bit. I will say, since I did cut cold turkey, I cut meat out, literally cold turkey, I had noticed I was going through some type of detox where, excuse me, going to the bathroom was a little bit unpleasant for the past couple of days, but I think I'm just starting to get out of that now and transition. And my stomach the past couple of days has felt incredible. So far I'm loving it. I have put on 8 pounds in 1 week. And it's not 8 pounds of fat, it's not 8 pounds of water. I consistently drink a gallon to a gallon and a half of water every day for the last 5 months now. I've only put on about 1% body fat, so I'm not just putting on body fat, I'm putting on some muscle weight also. I'm eating more food than I've ever eaten. My appetite is crazy. The easiest part about this is that the easiest part has not been eating meat. That's been the easiest part. The hardest part is the education, the trial and error. Actually, the hardest part is the recipes and the cooking and all that, but that's a whole different story. I had a great week in the weight room. Actually set 2 PRs, so definitely not losing muscle mass. I'm definitely not getting weaker. The surplus in calories, I'm sure, has plenty to do with my weight gain and my little strength gain this week. After speaking with some people, doing some research, speaking with some people who have done this before, I learned that I do need to take a B12 supplement. B12 is a bacteria that animals digest while eating plants. Super ironic, I know. So unfortunately, we don't digest grass and plants too well. So I'm gonna have to take a B12 supplement. Also going to be supplementing iron, but I'm only going to be supplementing iron until I know I'm getting my dietary needs through my whole foods, such as beans, oats, grains, things of that nature. Had a great idea from my buddy Zach Seifert, CSCS in Maryland. Check him out; he really knows his shit. Whether it's nutrition or weightlifting, whatever it may be. He recommended I take some creatine. Hadn't even thought about that. Creatine is excuse me, creatine, something that comes from animal protein. To prevent muscle loss, I'm going to have to supplement creatine. I'm not just trying to prevent muscle loss, I'm trying to get stronger. I'm trying to keep making improvements, so I'm not just going through the motions by being plant-based. You can actually get creatine through an increase in taking certain amino acids such as arginine, but I already take an arginine supplement, so I'm just looking for more increase from the creatine. There's actually studies that show that vegans, vegetarians, and other plant-based athletes see a greater result from creatine because of the current deficiency. I wouldn't say I'm quite deficient yet because I'm only a week in, but I think the addition of creatine will be awesome. Big misconception that creatine needs to be cycled because to protect the iron, to protect the liver and your kidneys. That is a misconception. Creatine does need to be cycled, but it needs to be cycled to prevent your body from depending on it. So it's something. It's definitely something that all plant-based athletes who are looking to improve their strength should be taking. Quick community update. Just want to say thank you to everyone who's given me the support from my family, friends. Got a ton of great feedback. Of course, you're going to have the negative Nancy's out there questioning why I'm doing this and what it's really going to do for me, but that's none of their business. Certain members of the family haven't really kept up with the vegan lifestyle, but they're trying their hardest and they have given great support. I'm not going to mention any names. Our head performance coach, Ryan Preston, he has maintained his weight. I have gained weight, and our head personal trainer, Nate Evans, has lost weight. So I've gained 8 pounds. Nate lost about 6 or 7 pounds, and Ryan stayed the same exact weight. So in 1 week, we've had 3 completely different results. That's pretty cool. I'm really interested to see how week 2 goes. I'm going to be creating a vegan meal plan, or like a vegan template to follow. There's a couple things that when I've done my research, I just haven't come across enough evidence to go against what my vegan meal plan will be built around. I'll be releasing that soon, and we're going to be testing it out on a collegiate wrestler who wants to stay closer to his actual wrestling weight rather than doing a mean cut. So far, week 1 went amazing. I'm really excited for week 2, so check back next week with some new updates. Thanks, you guys.
To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. Fuck it, dog, that's how hungry my appetite is.